Capricorn, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity in your personal lives, be it your love lives or be it your work lives, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Capricornians, it's quite an interesting month. We are beginning the month with a new moon that is there in Leo, followed by Mars that is joining Saturn in Sagittarius. We then have a lunar eclipse that is there, followed by a Mercury that goes retrograde towards end of the month. We begin the month with a new moon that is there in Leo, and it is there in a part of your chart which is all about shared resources, joint finances. It is also about sexuality, intimacy, and transformation. Now, new moon, it's really a time of empowerment. This is a time where it is asking you to maybe focus on issues on intimacy that may have been there in a relationship, and it speaks about really an increased awareness of others, what makes them tick, as well as your own internal motivations during this period. It is also a time where intimacy and deep levels of sharing are heightened to quite an extent, and it's a favorable time to start a financial plan, a saving plan, take out a loan or consolidate, and do work in accounting. Capricornians, during this time you could be feeling as though as though the universe is not being fair and you're having to take care of the responsibility completely on your own. And it's really a time of transformation because it's asking you to really think and introspect and see clearly as to how it is that really things stand, and not really play the victim card over here. We have Mars that is joining Saturn in your house of behind the scenes activities. It's also a house of spirituality, and Mars over here is really coming and galvanizing Saturn, and Saturn has been retrograde since the past couple of months, and now it goes direct in Sagittarius. I've done a separate video on this, you may watch that. And Saturn takes about 28 to 29 years to complete one circle before it spends about 2.5 years in each particular house, ensuring that we have learned the lessons that we had to. And Saturn over here is it's a time wherein that it is asking you to not just examine but face your own demons. It's asking you to look at maybe patterns that you have not been able to release. It's asking you to look at skeletons in a closet. It's also a time wherein we may not always realize that we can that these things, if they're psychological issues, if they're not dealt with, they can cause an undermining effect to our own happiness. So it's really a time for spring cleaning of the psyche. And Saturn over here, it's really talking of getting rid of outdated attachments and examining and discarding irrational fears. And it is not only necessary for further growth and development, but it will be a huge relief, and you will feel much more lighter as well. This also is a house of, it's a sort of a dumping ground for things that we have left undone. So it could be that a lot of past hurt is here. Saturn here wants us to sort through the junk and go through the stuff that we don't require and do away with it for good. It's also a time wherein you may feel that the process is very lengthy, but it is something which is extremely important, and if it is done properly, it can be most rewarding for you. And this particular house, because it has to do with about introspection, so it's a time wherein that you could find yourself feeling quite isolated from others. Towards end of the week, we have Venus that is moving into your house of higher mind and consciousness, and it is joining Jupiter and Mercury over here. And Venus is going to be adding a taste of exotic to your life, and routine affairs simply will be something that are not going to be satisfying for you. You can receive pleasure from anything that will expand your mind, your horizon, both physically and mentally. It can also be that people from different cultures, foreign places may particularly appeal right now, and you tend to be expansive and generous when it comes to love, Capricornians. You're also going to be having quite the taste for traveling to places where you have not traveled before, and you are going to be quite in the spirit of it. public relations work, promotion, and other such endeavors are extremely favorable now. It is also more about how you express yourself than the specifics of what you're saying that are going to be helping you sway others to your specific position. There could be a special rapport with people from across the countries, overseas, and with specifically also with women. If you're traveling along with them during this period, you could also come across as someone who's really accessible, charming, genial, and there's just going to be a sense of your popularity being increased. Around the 18th, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in your house of earned income and self-worth. And lunar eclipses are normally quite potent because it's a time of closure. It's a time where something comes to a fruition, it comes to an end. And this can affect your finances, Capricornians, and you could either finish paying off something during this time. It could be that you have just finished paying a debt or a college loan, a house EMI or a car EMI that has got, and try and however be careful as far as your spending is concerned. You could sort of overdo it, indulging on something that perhaps you don't need to, but it could make you feel better at the moment. And this house also rules self-esteem and values, so you could be confronted with your feelings about yourself, and you could be evaluating your own self-worth, how much value you believe you have materially and intrinsically, and how much you feel that you should can be issues that get presented. Let others know what you have and what you've accomplished in your career, family, but resist the urge to sort of rub it in and glorify and talk really about yourself, and let your behavior and your actions sort of show the way ahead, Capricornians. Around the 23rd, we have Sun that is joining the rest of the planets which are there in your behind the scenes activities house, and this is a time where Sun is just making you more aware about your long-term commitments, and also it is speaking about consequences. And it's really a time because this is a house of it's a house of spirituality, it's a house of secrets, it's a house of even to a certain extent of being of service. So it's really a time wherein that even if you have an opportunity to take advantage of something, because this has like a karmic connotation, try and be on the right side of the universe, Capricornians, and try, because everything that you do will have a consequence. And what you sow, you will reap. So try and be very careful about the emotional consequences any particular situation can have. So before you take a decision, just sort of scratch your head and ask yourself, can I do this in another way? Maybe I need to rethink this, and let me not sort of rush into it. And it's also a time of peace and quiet. It's a time of recharging your emotional batteries. So it's a good time to be moving yourself away from society and moving into a place which is more of introspecting. It's a time of re-evaluating. So use this time to sort of recharge your emotional batteries. On the 31st, we have Mercury that is going retrograde till about 23rd of September. And so August seems to be a great month to be finishing off with your negotiations. It seems to be a good month wherein that you should finish up with your travel, meeting up of clients, signing off contracts. Because once Mercury goes retrograde in September, again we're going to be facing with delays. Also remember, anything mechanical that needs to be bought, try and do it in the month of August itself. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Capricornians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.